we leveled up.
No!
To be level 2 now.
I know.
I didn't realize it was that long.
It's been 84 years.
It's been 84.
84 years later.
Or my hands are full.
So, left off at Crush and Clang's hideout, and you guys decided to take a long rest. Whether we decided to take that there or not is up to all of you.
We did.
But you all need to make your way back.
It's under you.
But for expediency's sake, it's mine now.
No!
Just steal his right there.
Ew, I don't have it, actually. Never mind. Hey, guess what? I just wasted.
Brian's wasting his luck. Brian's wasting his
all
luck.
of his powers.
Actually, that's on her dice.
Nope.
I wasted her dice.
Nope, but it's your.
Nope. Actually,
Yep.
I'm doing pretty good.
Nope.
So then why do you change dice?
Shut up.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Thank you. Thank you. I wasted the good on that day. Thank you very much.
I'll have you know that my opal dice has rolled 2 natural ones so far.
Got him.
Just keep wasting it. Anyways.
So obviously you should pick the
Double
opal
17.
dice because probability.
Meandering your way back. Is there anything you guys want to talk about, discuss, anything like that?
You're gonna let us talk? This is gonna be bad.
Hey, listen, that's going to be a good portion of this session, so...
Hey, you see, I already poured my heart and soul out to her, so...
This, bitching about that, but that's literally the majority of the session, so...
I know.
So, yeah, let's just recap some of the things that we have, that has happened.
Stop it.
Really.
No.
Redos,
Yes. I died.
an untimely end, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
received a very timely rejuvenation back to life.
It's kind of like God was like, reset.
Srax also stared death and due to some ex machina and some
Ex Machina bullshit.
and some
Crafty word.
pitying of lets you take your what is it, terrifying or unsettling
Visage.
presence,
Yeah.
or something like that.
It's-
Visage.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I let you take that after I had rolled your death. But it's all good. You survived. You ended up surviving anyways.
You're a kind benevolent God, Brian.
I just didn't.
I wouldn't
You
go
say
that
that
far.
now, but before
Yeah.
the cameras were rolling.
Yeah, y'all brushed with death quite a few times actually.
That was fine.
I didn't.
What are you? You're barbarian, right?
You're the one of the ones that
Okay.
hasn't been down yet. You and
I've been
That's
down
even
to
that
one.
one's been down.
I've been down to 1 hit point,
But
Yes.
you're not down.
but nothing can stop the true neutral.
But Barbarian's been down.
I don't even think I sustain people pretty well.
To be fair, though, you guys did, in the Barbarian's defense, you did decide to go from fighting a dragon wormling directly into the place with more kobolds, and we're just like,
Yeah.
you're at 1 hit point, no problem, you're fine.
Well, I think the problem is we didn't. I will speak for myself. I didn't realize he only had 1 hit point left.
I knew.
And so I was like, I remember saying, as soon as he was like, I have 1 hit point. I was like, wait, what?
But in the
Fine.
process, you have helped out the town greatly so far. You did notice some things had started functioning normally. Liam had made his way back to his forge. You can assume that he is doing whatever he feels he needs to do. And
Wait, fuzz.
and you do know that the town's food stores
sneak
have
attack
become
damage?
a bit better since the mill had been opened up. Everything else you haven't really
Sneak
seen
attack's a
any kind of
D6.
effects yet because you had just restored a lot of those things because in fact you guys kind of hopped from one directly to the other. Yeah, we're gonna head back to town and feel free to, if you want to talk amongst yourselves for a tiny bit.
I already talked with her.
Yeah, we had
I know you all had a heart to heart.
Heart to
It's a-
heart.
But
Tip is just like walking, and like as we're walking along the paths, Tip is just kind of has her hand out, just kind of like
Moss
rubbing it,
everywhere.
mopping all of the foliage of the nature.
you enjoying the mass amounts of that tree.
You're just confusing everybody.
Oh wait, no, not
Moss-
that. It's tree, bush, and that's pretty much it. Like that's like the majority of this forest is a lot of bush, and moss now. But
Well, she only hit. She's bush height, so she's just bushing.
She's just touching all the bushes.
She's just running past all the bushes.
Bush
with
height.
moss.
yeah, as you guys are aware, it's pretty much a cascade of thick trees and underbrush essentially.
And a book.
The bush.
The bush.
I mean, if you think about where you found me.
Oh my god.
You had also met the mysterious traveler.
Oh, right.
Around, so you do know that
I don't
there
like
are
him.
definitely some people hanging around who
Stupid.
Yeah, I don't like him.
mean business. You did not.
You
No.
did not, but he's
Yeah.
he's a asshole.
Oh,
Yes.
He's not an asshole. He's straightforward.
He's just very.
He humbled the bard.
Yes, he did.
The bard- to be
Didn't work
fair,
out too well.
To be fair, he was meant to humble the bard. Everything else that happened afterwards was just that's
He took my moss. Wait, no, I hit him. What do you mean?
You gave the. Well, I mean.
I thought you gave.
No.
Gave it to him.
I didn't
No,
watch
I
that
did not.
episode.
I was trying to put it on the back of his leg, and he turned around and
You're like,
just
"No."
took it from me.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. He's a.
But he
he's
kept
an-
it.
He's an eccentric
Yeah, but, like-
individual. All right, we'll leave it at that. You got some fancy arrows out. of it.
Yes, I did.
You have received a fancy.
So,
humbling.
Tippa, how?
Yeah.
Fancy Warhammer.
No, I
and
got the Warhammer from the forge.
Yeah, well, I'm saying like everyone.
Oh, in general.
Yeah, it's just in general.
You also found a pendant. You got some
Rings.
a couple of different things to aid yourselves. But as of right now, you have completed all of your side quests and granted your one compadre his freedom in the town
Oh, yeah. That was
That's
the
what
point
we
of all
were
this.
doing. Thank you,
Yep.
guys.
because he
I was gonna put this place-
I mean, we
into
killed
water in the
Hey, it
town.
worked.
then?
Shut up.
Your water did not work.
It did
Yes, it
not
did.
work.
It was formed
If I
upon
drank
ice.
it, did it not change my color? Yes, it did.
I don't think
you
it
changed
did.
the color.
As
The
far as
water
you know.
did not.
As far as you guys know.
So you're a liar.
We
Maybe
all
you're a
know.
liar.
Are you
I don't know what you're insinuating.
Nice tracks.
Everyone in the party knows, and you got caught by the town, so the town pretty much knew. They didn't know how you were doing it, but they did know you were full of shit.
Eh,
So, you can't defend yourself on that one, boyo.
they're a bunch of jackasses.
Should have brought my lotion.
I don't know.
Who's the jackass?
I think you're the jackass.
The jackass that got caught.
I rest my case.
So, anyways.
Oh, so you're the jackass. We
there
got
an
it. Good.
argument?
I never said I was, now did I?
After a little bit of
That was almost
think
an
we
argument.
rested you.
It was almost
I think we rested his case, to be fair.
Yes.
So how's the change been going?
Ah, it's fucking. Don't spoil it. As if it's not on the overlay every single time.
I was gonna say.
Oh no,
it
Tippa
definitely-
figured you out last time.
Okay, so
Yes.
it takes you guys about
She
a
called
day,
you out.
a day to get back.
I called myself
So,
out.
I assume
did
that
when you
guys are
got
gonna rest at
the
some
tracks,
point. So,
What?
rest. You guys get yourself back up to speed, and then the next day. Next day, you about midday find yourselves wandering back into town.
Yeah.
Tippa goes immediately to the bar.
Okay.
Split the
Super
party.
shorties.
To the
Sounds
inn.
good to me.
Arden's gonna follow her.
So,
Split the party.
I'm gonna go pedal some of my shitty water.
as
Oh my
you're
God.
walking through, because you're coming from up north, so you're
We
heading to
learned
the
lessons in this
marketplace,
campaign.
you can see that there's a lot
Not
of bustle
my
in the
boys.
marketplace.
But lessons.
On your way traveling back, you had noticed that there were some carts and carriages that had passed you on the road, and so you can actually recognize a couple of them in the marketplace making trades. You can see, and Mariel and Josiah actually has a rather large cart parked outside of where they are. And you see the little halfling hopping up into the cart and coming out with a couple of small boxes, and you just see him milling back and forth. And Josiah is sitting there with his book, scribbling, as he's watching things come in and out of the cart. They seem rather happy. The rest of the people in the marketplace are also stocking their shelves with food, clothes, different things. You can definitely tell that the marketplace has become a bit more lively. Hopping out of the cart like a couple of times, and Mariel turns and sees all of you, and his face lights up. And he comes hopping over with a sprightly little skip in his step.
So he just
He's-
immediately waves.
He he waves as he comes over. He goes, "Wow, I'm glad to see that you're all alive."
You thought we were gonna die?
No, but I was definitely worried. It's been a couple of days.
You
You had a right to be worried.
I just have small legs. I can't live that fast.
I'm very happy to see you. That
It
you're
never
all
goes
safe
bad.
and sound.
What?
And
So I know it goes
judging by my
As long as it
my,
stays closed.
my latest shipment coming in, I assume that you took care of everything.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, as you can see, it is really livened up the marketplace. When the first cart came through, we were all astounded. We can't thank you enough It's the livelihood of the town. I haven't seen my shelves stocked in months. It is refreshing.
Right next to the
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna close that right now.
I can feel the mic peaking.
Big oof.
What's it looking at?
Such a fucking dad.
And Mario looks at all of you and he goes, "Oh, by the way, Arendelle said that he needed to talk with you all. Head on over to, I think it's I always forget, it's the brass or the bronze pipe.
Bra-
2-piece bronze.
Bruh, I don't know.
Oh!
I don't have my book with me.
Wait, where's my notebook?
I don't know. As the person who
I
made
thought
this world, I
brass.
think you should
Listen
know.
here, it's been a month,
I thought it
okay?
was brass, but I
I'm
could be
pretty
wrong.
certain it's brass. But every
Bolded
time I think I'm
brash.
like, it's a metal with B, and then it just so happens there's two of those.
in the trash.
Control F brass.
I would say,
Control.
who knows?
I was
Yeah,
taking,
you should know.
I don't have my book with me, but
I didn't actually have
It's
my
the
book.
bronze pipe.
See, fucking doubt me, fucking doubt me.
You changed your mind.
That's because everyone
He
else
just
seems
goes,
so sure.
So head on over to
I
the
didn't even
bronze
know.
pipe,
I
and
was just saying, look for one
I
and the
think
other.
you will all be rather pleased. I will be there as soon as I can.
Yeah,
I have to
yeah.
finish stocking the shelves,
It's like the first
pay
thing I've
them,
written
but
down.
I'll be over within the hour.
Yeah.
And he waves at you all, and then turns and skips his way back into the into his establishment.
I beeline.
Okay, you start beelining. Anyone else doing anything as they're
I'm following her.
just booking it?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Bye.
Super cash.
Super cash, you know.
As you start making your way
Did not take any notes after we met the stranger, though.
to the
Big
center of
empty
town,
space.
and you notice a large crowd outside of the bar. And
So she's
it
going
seems
down
people are
here.
just milling in and out, and you can see as they go in, some will come back out with pints in hand. You see loud cheering. You hear roll perception.
So he's saying it's Mardi Gras.
It's yes.
I don't know which dice.
Mara. Hey, that's a good start.
Here we go.
That's
Alright.
bad. You said perception?
What'd you get?
Like a 5.
You
It's
made
gonna
me
be
feel
a 13.
not so bad.
12.
What do you get?
7.
A.
Did you roll?
I forget my dice at home.
Then ask
I just
for
remembered
dice.
that. No, I just remembered that. I forgot completely that dice were part of this.
I have a 5.
Oh my
Five
god!
people with dice.
He's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
He's good. He's good.
Unless you want these ones.
I'm fine with these.
Do you want a second pair for when you have to roll?
And of course he goes.
And of
Roll
course.
a natural 20. Are you fucking kidding me?
That is a good
All right,
dice.
so nat 20,
That's a good dice.
5, 7.
Wait, what's your
Bad.
bonus to
Bad.
perception?
Okay.
Bad.
1,
So,
2,
hit
and
the square
3.
thing,
You just
skills.
hear loudness.
Scroll down to perception.
People.
Fucking
I got a
can't.
migraine.
You don't
That's
know.
what I got.
He got pressure 1.
3 of you hear what sounds like a celebration. There's music coming from inside.
I'm pretty sure it's a
There's
fight.
People, like you hear mugs
Happens all the
clanking
time in
together.
bars, trust me.
Essentially, it just sounds like a great.
Yeah, maybe ones you play at. buddy.
Typical. Like,
Yeah, because it's so fucking good, they
And
start
she,
talking
like,
shit about me.
pushes her little 4'9" body, like pushes through the crowd to try to get near the
Aren't
bar.
you just gonna follow her? Because she's fairly tall, so she's just gonna kind of like
Yeah.
follow in her wake.
I'm just gonna
You are
wade
like
through the crowd.
wriggling through people, and it's packed fairly tight inside. And as you push in, and you finally go through the doors inside, you see the entire bar area is lit up. It's lit.
It's fucking
Candles are put out everywhere.
I'm gonna die.
There's people drinking, eating. You see the barmaids are rushing around all over the place. Most of them are just behind the bar counter trying to keep up with the massive amount of people there. You
I
notice
understand their feels.
a bunch. I bet you do. You notice a bunch of familiar faces. Lehman being one at the bar. Currently sitting there with Arendelle, smiling as they both clank their mugs together and start downing drinks. This is the first time you've ever seen Arendelle actually drinking in his own establishment.
Tippa is going to
He's drinking down his own
like
profits.
clamber over to the bar and like use stools as like ways to lift herself, to like plop herself on the bar and sit because she knows there's no open seats. So she's gonna plop herself next to Lehman on the bar.
And
Oh god.
Anyone else doing anything as well?
I'm standing right behind her, but I'm not like trying to sit anywhere. I'm literally just trying to stand like behind her.
Anyone else?
I feel like I'm being monitored.
I'm gonna
get
just
a
like
baby leash for Tippa?
once we go inside, I'm gonna try and step to the side of the
Person
door.
is
and
not
just, like,
really the mom
watch.
friend. She
As
just
you're stepping
does not want to
inside,
be.
You do see
stuck
you
in the
see off
crowd.
To the back corner, Mayor Bronthite is sitting there with his general troop, his 2 advisors, but you see a bunch of other what look like nobles sitting around at the table as well. They seem to be playing some form of gambling type game. You can't tell whether
Nerds.
it's
Gambling.
You know.
can't tell what it is, but you generally just can see something going on over there. You notice that there are a lot of other kinds of games that seem to be
What's my sleight of hand?
seem
Probably
to be
not high.
happening throughout the entire area.
Yeah,
it just seems like
definitely
everyone
not
is
+5 or
celebrating for some reason.
Fuck up.
Anyone
Just did
else?
good
You're,
things.
anyone else want
I'm
to
just
do
gonna
specific?
watch.
Dude,
specific?
it's like
I sent you something.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, God.
You do a little good, you do a little bad, maybe some both.
I haven't gotten it yet. That's why. Okay, there we go.
It's up to you,
Oh.
Star Lord.
Okay. All right. You
Bit of both.
All right. Are you gonna
I want to observe the gamble.
want to observe the gambling? All right.
He's just gonna mill about.
You gonna mill about? All right.
Yeah.
Giant barbarian's gonna mill about.
Barbarian.
Berry.
All right. So, how to proceed with all this? Okay. So we're gonna start with you. So you come walking up to the bar and you flop down, and Liamin turns. Well, who it is?
Well, no, I like use Liamin's chair and Liamin to like.
She's
climb
sitting up on the
myself
bar.
up onto the
Oh,
bar,
okay. Alright.
and like my little feces are hanging.
So he feels you start to climb onto his back
Little
and
knuckles.
over him, and he's
He mistakes you for a bugbear.
It just insta
as
kills
you. Get to the
you.
point where hit your feet, like you're just about to step off his shoulders. He just goes, "What?" And he stands up. Make a dexterity, make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, 'cause
Tippa's favorite thing.
I'm good at those.
I feel that.
Watch this. 6.
Okay, so he
The fastest hands
jumps up. You lose your footing, and as he starts to fall back, you fall down. And
Catch me, Daddy.
I'm gonna try to catch the team. She was standing right there. Jesus Christ.
Just trying to watch. She was watching me.
What would that be?
Natural 1, do it.
Acrobatics?
Dexterity. I would think
just roll
strength.
straight dexterity.
Okay. It's the
Natural
same-
1.
It's the same anyway.
Do it.
I was close.
Okay,
It's a
I
5.
wanna try
Okay,
it.
so
I wanna.
in tandem.
Wait, can
What
I?
happened?
Could I try and catch the team?
All right, so you're
Wait,
hot, further
hot
behind
potato
you,
at the
roll
party?
with disadvantage.
He's playing hot potato with
So,
the team.
so
What am I rolling for?
it's going to be dexterity. So here,
Boink, boink.
so whatever you roll,
Oh.
add +2. But roll
But it's
twice,
at
take the lower.
disadvantage.
Oh.
That was a natural 20. Just saying, you
But
use them up.
it's disadvantage.
Yep. Natural 20.
Yeah.
And a 4.
So
So
Total
6.
6. Okay, so this is gonna be fun.
Glad to see my party got my back.
How it plays
We only
out,
just saved the
you start-
town.
You start climbing up the chair.
I mean, I was
Get onto his
going
back.
to the side.
He seems
Like, I
to
wasn't
just kind
gonna-
of like,
No, it's
and
too late.
and as you start to try and playfully vault over him, he screams and jumps up. And his chair kicks back, he starts to fall, you start to stumble and fall, and then you try to dive for him, but in the process of diving for him, you hear...
I was going for her, not
What you
him.
going for me?
her, okay, but still, regardless, in that general area, you hear from behind you, "No!" And you see him dive at the same time, and you both collide.
Oh my god, it's a fucking chaotic mess.
And the way it ends is you are now all in one giant dog pile in front of the bar, and it goes Liamin, Tippa, Arden, Gruck,
I
and
wriggle my way
Arendelle
out.
standing over you all, dying of laughter.
I wriggle my way out.
Do I see this happen?
Everyone sees this.
It's very
Raise
loud.
my fist and go, fight!
Arden's gonna reach her hand up
that like
and
a
just start
charisma
hitting
check
Brock in the
to get
arm. She's
bar
like,
fight
get the
going?
fuck off of me, please, thank
Roll a
you.
deception
The
check.
4'9" tiefling is going to try to wriggle
Oh,
her way
that's
out.
even better!
Oh my god.
Fucking, that's a... What's 8 plus 7?
15.
15.
15.
So, a couple of the bar goers
Oh no!
who
They just start throwing
are very
punches.
inebriated all of a sudden hear, fight! And they go, fight? Where? They turn and then two of them lock eyes and they just go, you! And then they just start brawling in the middle
Oh
of the
my
bar.
God.
You slept with my wife.
Can I roll to see if I'm deceived by fight?
You do have a really low
roll
intelligence.
wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom insight.
Yeah.
Insight.
Whatever insight is. He gets a -1.
Let's go.
Let's go.
15.
15.
So
He
then
matches.
Roll again. Just because I want to see. Like, just roll again, and whoever gets the highest will win this out.
So don't ask.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
him. It's him. He rolled a natural
Okay.
17
You
with a +7.
hear it, and it takes a second, but then it clicks, and
There's a
you
fight.
look up and see two other people start brawling in the bar.
Oh god.
Can I wriggle my way out and try to break up the fight?
Sure.
I'm gonna
Let's
get up.
slow down there
I'm gonna
now.
get up
Right
since I'm
before
on
you
top.
see a giant
gamble
orc fist
fist
coming at your face.
And I'm gonna go and try and tackle one of them.
Everyone is very distracted. There's currently a bar fight going on, and they just watched 4 people make fools of themselves.
How much money is on the table right now?
Oh god.
If he gets shackled, we stop taking side quests and
See,
just
there's
let him
about
be.
like 10 gold.
Just leave
down
him
the
here.
table currently, but
Goodbye.
You can definitely see that everyone else has at the table, considering their nobles have a very large coin purse at each of their sides.
I'm gonna go to tackle one of the bar goers.
I'm gonna try to roll to stop the fight.
You got to
Well,
roll to try and get out.
I'm gonna stand up. She's only on. He just stood up, so I'm gonna stand.
try to fight. and
I
she's
yelled to
the
get.
one on top.
All right, so gets up.
I get up
Well,
after
he
him.
gets up, then you get up. You're gonna dive to tackle one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I do for that?
Then you're gonna get up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and try to break up the fight.
That's a
You're gonna
shove.
roll.
Would tackling be like an attack or athletics?
It would probably if he's
Just roll as an attack, and then if anything,
It's just
If
use your
it's
strength.
just-
So yeah, it will
What you
be
wanna
whatever
do.
you roll plus your strength.
that would be like unarmed strike.
Yeah.
No.
That's a 2.
That's a
It's a
natural
2.
too.
5.
So you go barreling, and the one guy hears you from behind him and turns, and he just goes, "Another one!" And then you go to dive for him, and he steps out of the way, and
You make a hole in the wall like the
You
old
end
school
up-
cartoons.
barreling into the guy he was looking at head first. But he manages to hold his ground, and instead you just go whack, and you fall back onto the ground. You're now sitting there looking up, and he's just staring down at you, and he goes, "All right, this has turned into a real brawl." And he goes,
I'm gonna break up that shit.
and he goes to punch you, and I'll let you do your thing.
What am I rolling with?
If
Are
you're
you trying to
stop-
physically stop it? Or are you
I
trying to
am-
convince everyone to stop?
No, like I'm physically stopping
Physically
this fight.
stopping, so,
I
alright.
just strength checked an orc. I think I'm
roll
invincible.
strength?
Can I like impede her
one.
somehow?
Everyone
No.
else has formed a circle around this group, and they're all chanting.
Oh, that was
Can we
almost
take
better.
bets on who's
I
gonna
rolled
win
a
the fight?
I rolled a
I'm trying to
13.
start that.
What are you doing?
I might take bets on who's gonna win the fight.
Fucking do it.
I should be stronger than I currently am, but I'm not. 'Cause I'm a doof when I made this character.
Yeah, man. Same. I should be able to see in the dark, but here we are. Level 3.
What did you get?
Maybe.
13.
Okay, so
I thought about taking Devil's Side.
who are you
I did.
trying to stop currently?
Whoever is about to try to hit my barbarian baby.
Okay, so you go.
Whoever's
I
about to
basically step
die.
over the barbarian
Just
and
momming
go,
him.
no!
So you go in, and this guy stops and just looks down at you, confused, and he goes, "4-person brawl!"
I just killed 2 orcs, man, and saved this fucking town! Try me!
And in the process, and while you're looking at him, what's your armor class?
15.
15. Oh yeah.
That's a good sign.
From behind, while you're sitting there. Oh wait, actually, I got it because you're on the ground. Okay. That was cocked. How does a D4 get cocked?
That happened not too long ago on Critical Role.
You are sitting there on the ground, looking up, confused, because now Tippa has stepped in between the two of you, and you are ready to fight. And when all of a sudden you feel a hefty fist connect with the side of your face and just bash you across the face, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as the guy who you tried to tackle, without even thinking about the scenario, just came up and was like, crack.
Do I hear him get
I have
hit?
to get up
You
first.
hear the crack, and you hear the entire crowd go, yeah!
I turn fire in my eyes and thaumaturgy my voice
Oh, God.
and stare at the guy and says, "You wanna fucking go? I just killed 2 orcs and saved your fucking town."
Roll,
You want to do the
That better be
thing,
intimidation.
roll intimidation with advantage.
Okay.
Damn straight.
Thaumaturgy in my voice.
Yeah, I can make my voice like really, really bellowing.
Can you make it deeper?
Yeah, I can make my voice sound
Make it
fucking
super-
horrifying.
Insight is wisdom, right?
Oh, and then I start cursing at him in Infernal.
Yes, insight is wisdom.
Stop.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
I end this fucking fight.
He just looks at you, and he's just like, okay, we don't need to fight. What do you do, Sir Barbarian?
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna walk over to him. And I'm gonna scream, I wanna fight! I'm gonna go punch him in the face. Because I really wanna fight right now.
Alright.
Why? I would, if I was 1 level higher, I would either have hold person or calm emotions, and I'd need both of them in this situation.
Understandable.
I'm gonna
Listen,
go
I don't
punch
take
boy
the
in the
shits.
face.
I just
Punch that boy.
How do I?
Why am I rolling so shit?
Because
Rage.
you know this is wrong.
Rage.
No.
Ah,
What did you get?
2.
He got 2.
Natural 2.
Oh yeah, no. You go to swing, and he just ducks out of the way, and he's like,
How are you not hitting a
this
drunk
right
person?
now?
Tippa grabs Gruff and like pulls him away from the fight and goes, "No, this is
Roll
just
strength.
Strax being an asshole."
Strength versus strength. Unless Ruck is gonna give up after this point.
What was Gruff?
Does he still want to fight?
Would Gruck give up at this point?
No, he wants to put on a show. He wants
He don't want to beat the shit out of
Roll
someone.
performance.
Don't say those
Don't
words
give up
around
ideas.
All right, so it's strength versus strength.
Yeah.
Everyone else starts chanting around. Fight!
Oh my god.
It's another 2.
Fight! And you see a couple of gold coins go flying into the
That's
center.
That's what
a
happens when
5.
you used up all the
5.
So you matched
You
each
both
other.
got
So
5.
roll again.
Both rolled 5.
Again. Roll
That's
again.
funny.
We're at a stalemate.
Oh shit.
Maybe he
That's
rolls
not the
another
bag
2.
of holding. That's me.
Oh no, that's definitely not a 2.
22.
Oh shit! I rolled a 15.
So you go to grab him and you try to reason with him, and he just. Boop.
No, I'm like holding
Actually,
him from
instead-
behind, like grabbing his pants,
Okay,
and I'm
then
probably
he's
just being
like
dragged.
yeah, you're getting dragged along with. So
That's not the first time he's done this.
this guy now seems scared of the one behind you. So he doesn't really react to what's going on. He's just looking at you and looking at her, looking at you and looking at her, looking at you like he wants to just start fighting, but it looks at her and is like, I don't know.
Tip
And
is like, "Don't hit my
He's not
barbarian."
going to attack you before you get the chance to swing at him. In fact, you get up to him, and when he starts to see you
Is mine?
swing,
No.
he tries to move back and away, but make an attack roll.
I swear to fucking god.
What? Lol.
What?
Natural
Natural 1.
Natural. You go to swing, and you
Tipper
just
goes flying.
miss, and he's just like, and then his hand jerks back, and he just, and he lashes out at you as a reaction. He doesn't know what's going on.
peeks from behind.
He already swung, but he's gonna miss. He swings, and he's just like, I don't know what to do anymore. This one's fighting me, but this one's scary. I just want to go.
I just
And
want to
so
go.
he starts trying to run, scramble to the crowd, and this
poor guy.
The other guy just looks like, what is going on?
Once again, I try to pull Gruck away.
All of this because some asshole.
Hey, did I see him do this? Because I was sitting back watching.
Roll perception.
Listen,
Listen.
I don't take the shits. I just disturb them.
10.
10. Yeah, you saw him do it. You know it was him.
Alright, I rolled dirty 20, which was higher than what he did, so I outstrengthed Kruk finally.
Okay, alright. So all of a
Tackles him down
sudden
to
you
the
start
ground.
trying to continue to move forward after him as he dives into the crowd, and then you go from grabbing the back of his pants to grabbing the back of his shirt, and you yank, and all of a sudden Gruk just goes, "Ugh," and you pull him all the way back, and you both fall back to the ground, but you're just holding him like this as he just looks confused.
Kruk, no. It was just Trax being an asshole. No fight.
No
fight.
I don't want to fight.
No fight.
Fight good.
Gruk turns to you and you see the side of his face swelling up, and you can assume he probably still feels that sucker punch from out of
It's
nowhere.
like gentle hand touch face, slight moss cure wounds.
Mossy.
Slight amount.
Pain dissipate, but you also feel moldy.
Moldy.
You get moldy.
Anyways, yes, you did see him put his hands to his mouth and yell "fight" from across the room. Now, what were you doing
We're
in the
back.
process of this?
So you got back everything you
How much
lost.
gold is on the table?
He's gonna try to steal from the oligarchs. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
That's what
The oligarchs steal from us, so.
Yes.
Taxes.
Everyone steals from everybody.
So are
I don't
you,
live in
are
a
you
taxed
trying-
land. I live in a hut in the woods.
I mosey from Tun Tun.
I will let you have advantage, but what you decide to do will determine certain things that I have described.
Oh
You
god.
gonna get put in the brig.
And I told him
We ain't gonna help you.
No, because I won't get caught.
It's up to you. We'll see. I thought so too.
God,
But guess where you found me?
You were handling fake water. How would you not get caught?
Fucking easy.
fake water.
It's easy.
fake water.
It was real water. Fake ocean.
Don't do what he did. You don't get caught.
You don't get caught. Step 1, don't get caught.
Well, you failed step 1.
Step 2, profit.
Step 3, question mark, question mark, question mark.
What you do?
Step 4, more profit?
I'm going to
Pass this opportunity. Okay. You
I enjoyed
notice
my
that
fun.
he called for the fight. Everyone got distracted. You saw him kind of eyeing the table, but then you
doing a
also
breath
saw him
estimate in
just-
my head.
You see him turn and walk away from it. So,
He's like,
Alright.
and your karma goes up.
Just a little bit.
welcome to Fable.
Tick.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh
it's
god.
Alright. I'm tired of seeing this fuckfest.
Yes.
I use minor illusion to make myself shout over top. Like, I'm all the way back in the corner, but my voice is literally coming from over top the fight. I go, okay, break it up!
Sorry, Felix!
Everyone else just kind of just like they deflate a little bit, but they were hoping for a fight. And Arundel is just like, don't worry, like he
We'll have a fight a little later.
You and me!
don't worry, I'll officiate the next one. This is fine. No, he's just like, don't worry, drinks are on me today. Just everyone enjoy yourselves.
He's gonna look at Liam and be like, why did you throw me?
him and just stops and goes, why were you climbing on me?
I mean,
I can't reach the bar otherwise.
You could have just asked.
But where's the fun in that?
do you think Tip is really one to ask?
When have I ever asked anything?
All right, this is true, but yet I didn't throw you. You startled me, and I am a dwarf of great strength.
You should expect these things from me.
Yeah, you should expect.
It's hard to expect when you don't even know the person's there.
You should just assume. I'm everywhere.
My mistake. I'll be sure to remember for next time.
I bet you're not on top of the roof right now.
I'm the darkness.
God.
The next time someone's calling on me, I'll be sure to assume it's you.
Good choice.
Unless we're in battle, don't do that. Just saying, could end badly.
Good and bad, yeah. And Lemming goes, all right, well, anyways, it's time to fucking celebrate.
Why?
The town's doing so much better.
Oh,
We've got
that's
trade
good.
back in. Everyone's starving just a little less. And it's all thanks to
Just a little less.
Just a little bit.
That's good.
Like, think about it. When you came here, this town was in shambles.
Yeah.
A couple of days later, and it's almost as if it was before all of our troubles came around. So, of course we're gonna celebrate.
Well, I mean,
Come on.
that makes sense seeing as all the troubles are now gone.
Well,
They were really hard.
Pretty hard.
It's hard to fight
I
two
think
dwarves.
Pretty convincing.
did you?
Yeah, one tried to throw me off a cliff, but I beat it.
Well, I'm glad to see all of you safe and sound. It's great to see y'all breathing and alive. I was certain.
He died. And
Yeah, you actually see
He
Redos.
stops and he looks at you.
Wait, are you near us?
He's
Where did
pretty
you
alive.
follow? Yeah, we don't know where he is. He's not
Oh
with
wait,
us.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, Tip is
That's
gonna
right.
try
That
to look
moment
around
when
and be
Jeffrey
like,
said, "Look at your
When
phone."
you look around, you actually notice Redos isn't in the bar.
She's gonna be like, shit.
I would find him, Tibba. It's not that big of a deal.
I swear to God, if we walk back out there and he's back in those damn shackles after we got him free by doing all of this
If
shit,
that
I'm
happens-
just gonna leave him.
So will I.
I'm
And
just
then
gonna
We
leave
did our
him.
part. It's
Lehman
fine.
follows your finger and he just goes, "Who?"
The guy that was with us.
They also don't know how to teach
ugly
legs.
The
one.
rest of your group
No.
just goes, "Well, there's a lot of guys in your group."
The one
Fuck, we're a
that
sausage fest.
was in the town center for selling water as a
Ah!
person.
The peddler.
Yeah.
That one.
That one.
He technically died, but he came back.
He just looks at you, kind of.
We buried him.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah, we buried him and everything, and he just popped up.
Tibba,
He messed up my moss. What?
Damn.
I don't know if we should just go around parading the fact that he died and came back because we don't know how he came back.
Ah, lots of people.
He
do it.
ruined my moss.
I
Jesus.
There's a
know.
lot of magic
He-
in the world, but
He like
As far as you
it
know,
like
your monster coming
died
back to
on
life.
him. I remember. It was
Yeah,
dying.
I was very upset about it.
you just
It
look
was
so-
very unnatural.
Excuse me for asking, but like,
Someone's
you seem
key.
rather new to adventuring. One of you know like a resurrection spell?
No,
me.
that's the problem.
I did it.
He looks at you and he just goes, "Sure."
No,
That's what you say.
No, see, I put moss on him, right? Because I was like, this is a nice thing to do. And then when we came back, it was like all dying, and I was really, really upset because I really love my moss, you know. And then he popped up, and I almost punched him.
Well,
Did you?
yeah.
Punch him?
No, she almost did.
I almost did.
He stops and just thinks. He's like, well, it's nothing I've ever heard of before, but at least he's breathing, right?
Sure.
Something like that.
He
I'm
goes,
actually just a zombie.
Come on,
Yeah,
this celebration's for you. What's it all about?
Oh, this is
What?
us.
Of course. Well, it's for the town, but it's thanks to you, so it might as well be. And he waves over. He goes, "Bring some drinks over. My friends are here."
Tip is gonna actually climb him again and be like, don't throw me. She's gonna get on the bar, and she's gonna be like, woo!
standing up on the board.
Alrighty then. You woo. And we sashay to Redos, who's now walking around the
Sashay.
town. So what
Hi.
are you doing, sir?
Sashay over.
Just walking around the town. Just
Anything you have specifically in mind that you want to do?
see if there's a
It's a nice
there's
place to
a
set up
way.
shop.
Yep. See if there's something like I can just get. If there's like a map somewhere around the town. Just take your own notes on the.
Okay, You
didn't think of this one,
roll-
did you?
I'm trying. No, I didn't. Just trying to think of what you should roll.
There's a key.
Just roll for
Knowledge.
Roll for straight wisdom.
Wisdom.
Isn't there
What
like
can I
a
do?
12.
All right. So thinking back, you remember that Bailey had been in charge of the Hunters Guild.
Mhm.
And, you know, the Hunters Guild usually have general goods that you would need if you're adventuring. So chances are, you think, okay, they might have some kind of maps here. They hunt the areas, so it would make sense that they would have to know their way around. So chances are, somebody there may have made something on paper that resembles a map. So
I sashay over there.
you start making your way. Well, you start making your way. You start asking some people around the town because you weren't really ever told where it was. After talking to a couple of people, they point you. You head about east a little bit into the town. It's not all the way out towards the edge. It's about halfway, and you come across a giant lodge-looking building. And on the front is a giant placard with a bow, and I would say it's a bow and then a depiction of a deer or elk of some kind. You can see a couple of rough-looking individuals sitting out front, just kind of talking amongst themselves. You recognize some of them as Fred, as them because I don't think you ever met Bailey and her troop because you were too busy being locked up or other things.
Yes.
So you
Don't mean shit, no bow.
Judging by their appearance, you can assume that they're most likely part of the guild. They just seem like they would be general hunters. They have bows on their backs, leather armor, some pelts and whatnot hanging from that armor, and big doors in front of you.
I go right into the thingamajigger.
Hunter's Zone.
Yes.
Okay, so heading into the hunter's area, you walk in and you see a warm, kind of cozy type area, and off to the right you see a large fireplace roaring, a bear skin rug splayed out on the floor. Looking up above where the main desk area is, you see a large feathered creature that you recognize as an owlbear, sitting like mounted above the wall.
I was gonna say, is it sitting in the front of the fireplace with the newspaper in front of it?
Nope. You recognize it as the one you guys had run into in the forest. So clearly they had already made their way out there, salvaged what they could from the area, and
There's
then
not
clearly made a trophy of it.
This one's not what we killed, correct? This is a different
It is
owlbear.
the one.
No,
It is the one we
the
killed.
one we
Okay.
killed.
You recognize it as
The
the
one.
one that
You mean the one
guys
he
had
literally
killed.
just said that we?
He did.
I just said it, but it's okay.
Hi, I'm Brian. I think I'm cool because I'm a DM.
Sitting at the
Whoa.
desk is a large,
Red House coming in.
muscular woman
Damn right.
with long blonde hair, and she looks up and she goes, "I can help you."
What is it, like afternoon, day, like early morning?
It's about midday, a little after.
Like good afternoon. I am just looking to see if I would be able to acquire a map of some sort. Just a general area.
Of course, we have a good amount of maps.
I can trade you magical.
It's
water
good for any kind of hunters coming in and out. Did you need a larger one, smaller one?
What
In all shapes and sizes.
did they tell us how far like they think the bandit camp is from here, or
No. You
No.
guys haven't really gotten too much information on the bandit camp as of yet.
well one that's it's like probably about just 50 miles in the area, if you have one.
She goes, "Okay, of course. Give me 1 second."
Oh yeah, no problem.
Heads on to the back. After about a minute or so, she comes walking on out with a decent-sized map in hand, and she walks up and goes, "I think this is what you are looking for. It'll be about 1 gold."
All right, I just take a gold. I pay her. Like, this will be well worth it. Thank you very much. And I look over the album and like, it's a nice trophy you got there.
Yes, we had some people that came into town a little while back, and they helped us out with a couple of problems we had in the town, and one of them was this thing. Killed a good amount of my friends.
Oh, the people who came by must be real swell individuals.
She nods and goes, "Yeah, they are good people." That's right. She hasn't met you, and
Nope.
it's too low for her to recognize you as
Hey.
the person who was locked up in the middle of town. She doesn't really care too much about like the goings on in the town. Yes, I hope to see them later. Heading over to the Bronze Pint for a couple of drinks myself. Town's having a celebration. Everyone's welcome, so you should feel free to come by and mill about.
I'll check it out. Thank you very much. Is there
Yeah, where's your bank located?
do you have any stash of like gold or like
Any gullible customers?
Water that can change your.
anyone looks like they want to buy some water that changes color? Like thank you very much. I will swing by for a little bit. I'm actually gonna be probably heading out of town for a little bit, in a little bit, but I'll stay a while.
Okay.
So,
Well, feel free to make yourself at home. There's the fire over there. I'm certain there's some people that you could talk to. This is the Hunters Guild in the town, so we're a tight-knit family. If you ever have any interest in joining, you're more than welcome to talk with one of us.
Since this is a 100 scale, I'm assuming that you heard of those dragons in the area, correct?
Word does travel rather quickly. We have heard some stories of discoveries being made, especially up by the mountains. So we've been made aware of it. We don't really deal in large things like dragons, though. We're more of a more or less hunt general game.
Well, the what I heard through the grapevine is the ones who took care of that, and I pointed over to the owlbear. They also took care of not one dragon but two. So they are.
You had to really take care of 2 dragons now?
They don't know that.
To be fair, he did not say kill. He said took care of.
But technically, did you take care of the first dragon?
We introduced it to fine art.
No, that was the second
The
dragon.
white
Yeah,
dragon.
he's talking about this. He's talking about the
First
I tried
dragon.
to take care of the white
But
dragon.
you didn't get to. So
As-
my point still stands.
As far as we know, it's like dead right now. So.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
And all because the one person who could speak dragon wouldn't have
Man,
that.
too bad she doesn't know that, huh?
Actually, we.
Forehead.
Got him. Boy. I was like, well, I'll be sure to
Fucking dragon.
hang out and enjoy the celebrations a little bit. But right now, this is all I was looking for. Thank you very much.
Well, I do wish you a good day, and you see her stand up. She actually puts on a large, like, pelt of some kind, like essentially almost like an overcoat of some kind, and she says, well, I'm going to head on out there myself. Hope to see you there. And then she walks out, leaving you, and essentially it's kind of empty in the place outside of that. So,
Is there a back room where they store all the gold open?
Is there like a
God.
giant safe that's also
Why?
left open? Did she like give him the
Oh
keys
my
and be like,
God.
lock up, stranger?
wake up, stranger. Alright, and
I just walk out.
at that point, transition back to the bar. So, Lehman has, at this point, started up a rousing drinking game. And Mariel has also shown up at the bar and has put himself off in the corner with what looks like to be 2 other halflings, and they seem to be playing a game.
Footsie.
They seem to be playing a game of cards. Sure.
One of them fills the void.
They seem to be playing a game of cards, but you can see that it is not a gambling type game. It just seems to be something completely.
It's
like,
actually just a deck of
different.
many things.
Yes, they're just
Oh,
playing
God.
cards until they pull the fucking Doomsday card.
We all die.
And
End of campaign.
Yep.
you can see that it's pretty much the celebration is in full swing still. The band is playing, which is just a group of what looks like minstrels, and they're
Play
playing a fairly
Freebird.
decent song. Nothing too over the top, but nothing too crappy either.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I was literally about to say that.
Oh, God. So, what do you guys want to do?
Drink.
You have some, or you want to drink?
Well, duh. Who else
Well,
is
yeah,
doing
and
a
we were
drink
supposed to
lab?
talk to Arendelle.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna grab a drink and then turn to Arendelle.
Yep.
Okay. Turning to Aaron, he just
Which is also sort of why Arden was following Tip, because she figured she was going the same direction.
he is smiling and laughing with some people, but he turns and goes, "Well, that was definitely a way to come into my bar and introduce yourselves to the entire town."
Make ourselves look like asses? I mean, we do that already.
Well, to be fair,
I don't think
we're
I
all
did
kind
anything.
of that way here in this town. So, if you didn't notice, no one was really stopping the fight from happening. And he just goes, "Plus, it's good for business." I'm really happy to see that you all come back. We've had a lot happen while you were all gone. A lot of great things.
It looks it.
The mill is fully up and running again, so now food is actually, even from the last time that you were here, it's pretty much not a problem anymore. We're feeling rather sated when it comes to food coming in. And then, I don't know what you all did to get the market up and running again, but it's not even just bread and rice and ale. We now have vegetables and meat coming in. The hunters are out hunting again.
We
General-
killed an owl. An owl. We
Owl.
killed an owl bear.
And 2 ogres.
Is this a bugbear?
An owl bear.
Yeah.
Is that what was plaguing the woods?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I've heard those things are vicious.
It was
It was-
quite nasty.
Quite
Was it now?
I love that. It was quite nasty. It's quite nasty. Thank you, Arden. I was getting to that too. Well, I'm glad to see that all of you are breathing. I don't know how I would have fared against an owlbear myself.
Did you know that dragons like plays?
Oh my god.
I was not aware. I've never met one.
They like plays.
I hope to never meet one.
Neither have I.
Jeppa, you never did explain that. Is that why you were on the ground?
Oh yeah. So fun story. When we all split off and you guys fought all the kobolds, Felix and I ran into that dragon, and so we decided, in a wit of Felix brains and my impulse, that we were going to put on a play. And you guys came in when we were acting out a death scene.
What play were you doing?
Romeo and Juliet.
Arendel's face lights up. He goes, "Oh, I'm familiar with that one."
Oh my god.
You're gonna have to put one on. You're gonna have to
Do
give
it,
us a
do
rousing
it.
round of your
Do it.
rendition.
Play.
Hi.
He starts laughing. He goes, "It's safe to say, though, you've made quite a name for yourselves in the town. And when you first came here, word travels around rather quickly. It can be a little off-putting for new people to come to a new town in general, but considering the hard times that had fallen upon us, we didn't really know what to think when people had come. Well, the town didn't know what to think when they saw someone new coming in. I knew why you were here, and I knew you would have been of some help, but this is far beyond what I expected. Thank you so much, all of you.
You're welcome.
Please, have some drinks.
I want your strongest ale.
Strongest ale, huh? Well,
We're doing this again.
if you're going to want that, he points over at Liam and at the table that he's staying at. He goes, they currently have all the barrels of that. Whenever we have one of these get-togethers, he likes to drain me of all of my
Understand.
strong wares.
Everyone else gets domestic. I know. I know how it goes.
So, by all means, feel free to go over and talk with him and
That's what Tip is gonna do.
get involved with that.
Okay. Thank
And-
you.
Anyone else want to
Where's the drinking game again?
drink? She is following all the way towards the back, like where the mayor was to the back left area. The Liam and his drinking game is off to the back right.
Oh, yeah, I'll go over there.
Me and Grog are gonna have a Grog.
Grog.
Are we gonna have a drinking game?
Tip is like,
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced grog.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced grok.
No, it's grog.
You do.
I'm going to basically
it's
take
pronounced
the seats
Strax.
that they were in.
I was
Oh,
on the
I'm
bar.
Well, yes,
Jack
you
Sparrow.
and your
If that
boyfriend.
is your real name.
I'm glad someone recognizes.
Arden?
She's just gonna
Do
order
you
an ale
fear
and stand at
death,
the
Jack
bar and just like kind of watch the whole crowd from the bar.
Okay.
Not as much as you do.
Arendelle just watches them walking up and goes,
What is going on?
this always ends well.
Davy Jones.
Your death, Jack Sparrow, and I was like,
And so what we're gonna do and how we're gonna go about
Add
this,
more
because
spin
this
to
will happen in rounds.
I didn't want to.
Okay,
I've
so
been hit.
walking over, you do recognize some of the people that are sitting at the table. Actually, before we even get to that, the way we're going to do this is we're going to do it in rounds because there are rounds for the drinking game.
Oh.
So, since you two are sitting at the bar, we're going to do it that first a round's going to happen. After the round happens, when they're setting up for the next one, everyone will also get a chance to just do something in the general area. You can talk with whoever you want to, explore, do those things. If you want to keep watching, we can do that. But this way, everyone gets a chance, and we don't burn the whole thing all at once. So, getting over there, you recognize what looks to be Bailey has shown up and has taken a spot at the table along with Lehman and two of Bailey's friends, the people that you know are from the Hunters Guild. And that point in time, you do notice walking in through the front, Redos appears. But it is Redos. Not like human form Redos. He is standing
Hi.
full-blown tiefling in the doorway.
Hi.
Dick swinging and
And
everything.
Proud and naked.
formed a circle around him because no one recognizes you. You came in looking like a human, and
Yeah.
now there's
Tippa's-
this tiefling that
Tippa's
no one
gonna see him.
except for
Tiefling with 3 legs.
Tippa's gonna see him.
Yeah, I'm saying, to these people, I'm just a random tiefling.
Yeah.
So Tippa's gonna run over and she's gonna grab his hand. It's
Hey.
like, come on.
What did I miss?
I'm gonna get drunk. Come on.
How's that normal from any other time?
How's that?
Because it's gonna be
Shut up.
like premeditated and like on purpose.
Is this murder? Are we killing somebody?
My dignity?
Your liver.
I don't think you can premeditate drinking,
Let's
but
see
okay.
how far drunk me and him.
She starts.
It's a sight to behold right there.
She starts dragging you off towards the drinking table. Do you want to join in on the drinking game? Or
Sure.
Okay.
Oh God.
Let's do this.
We're all gonna have con saves in the morning.
I'm watching.
So
I have a con save right now.
Liam looking around goes, all right, it's been a while since I've had a full table here.
Liam,
So,
let's fucking do this.
he waves over the barmaids, and they come over with a bunch of pints, and they start filling it with the giant kegs you see behind you. And when you see the spigot turn and you see it pour in, you can actually roll perception, each one of you that is at the drinking game.
Oh God. While that's happening, I am going to turn to our dear friend Valley, and say, "Have you met Redos? He was one of the people who was adventuring with us when we were doing all the odd jobs."
Literally just
Well,
blows your spot up.
But she still doesn't recognize
Yeah,
you.
I know.
She doesn't
I know.
recognize you as the person from before.
Yep. I know.
So, well, definitely happy that you were
Natural
able
20 perception.
to take
Damn.
care of
5.
the. You were able to take care of the owl bear.
Oh, yeah, same. 5.
5.
We're already drunk.
What's
Nat
perception
20.
check?
Jeff, what'd you get perception?
9.
9.
Wow.
None of you notice anything, but you all of a sudden get hit in the face with the wafting smell
How's it going,
of
Jesse?
immense alcohol.
It's going pretty
Like,
good.
Cool.
I'm used to it.
Die.
clearly this is something that he hadn't had before
Rubbing alcohol.
because it
Straight isopropyl.
it punches you in the face, essentially. You almost feel like a contact drunk off of it.
It's Vlad vodka.
4 hit points from the punch from the. No.
The aroma
unarmed
manifests
strike
into a
from
fist and
the
just
barrel.
socks you.
Liam, as they set it down, goes, so here's the rules. We keep drinking until everyone's out.
Sounds
And
good.
whoever is left standing, he points in the center of the table, and you see a pile of coins, gets the pot.
Strax wants to sleight of hand.
Tippa takes out 1 rock.
It's in the center.
I'm all in.
I'm just like, but Tippa, that's your favorite rock. Why? That's your favorite rock.
I know.
This is her.
Oh my god, you serious? This is-
He
Tippa's gonna tap the rock too while casting light since it's a very special rock.
goes, all right, everyone. And then he stops and he goes, by the way, he takes the cup that is there and he pushes it out in front. He goes, that's the last one. He goes, we like to let it sit for a while. And
oh boy.
the barmaids will then push the rest of them forward and then start by putting a light-looking ale in front of you all. You can tell this smells not as strong.
Oh, so it's like a game of escalation.
Escalation.
A game of
Escalation. So,
Eels.
all of you,
Roll natural one, get eels instead.
all of you are sitting there, and and the barmaids are watching you all, and then they say, "And drink," and then all of you throw back each one of your drinks. Roll Constitution.
Do I get advantage because I'm a fucking alcoholic?
That's God.
Yeah?
Can I get like double advantage since I'm a closet alcoholic?
What? No.
double advantage.
Did you get a natural?
No, it teetered on a 20, and I'm so mad. It teetered 20, and then it went to 15
Okay, so
because my dice hates me.
10.
So it's 17.
17.
Con save.
10. Okay, so you all pound this drink back and slam the mugs on the table. But you notice Bailey's two friends are sitting there and they're just like, and they turn and go on the floor and then pass out.
New. They're too new.
Again.
Stepping up to the big leagues.
I'm just like, did they pregame?
They didn't pregame enough.
I
Shame.
You got to pregame.
Shame.
That's what I was doing. When everyone was distracted, I was just stealing their drinks.
Pre-gaming. This is my
Now.
time.
After that, you two, you see this all happen. You see the drinks pound back. You see two of them
No, we're not
puke
going
all
again.
over the ground and
Just have to
pass
wait.
out.
That's,
Arendelle just goes, I didn't expect anyone to go that quickly, but
Weak
that's kind of
sauce.
embarrassing, actually.
he goes, to be fair, as far as strong things go, it is the weakest of my...
As one point out, this whole side.
Fucking sorry.
And those two aren't really
Like how the drunks are all ready.
I mean, it's
They're
not
like,
surprising.
Because
think
so
we're
he
drinking the
leans
whole
in.
camp.
So tell me, how did the rest of your adventure go?
He's
Just
talking.
keep doing this all
Bullshit.
you want. It's gonna you're gonna have some
I'm
sore
glad
arms
there's
by the
webcam
end of
evidence
this.
of you doing that.
Well, nope, I'm not gonna say anything.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Premature.
Yeah,
Premature fired.
There's,
Yeah.
there it is.
That was the
It's a
joke.
5.
Went off too early. This is how it goes. Yeah.
He 5'd on a pre.
Shit.
He did it again.
But yeah, so
I can hold my liquor, not my dice.
That's what they all say.
Did you hear when Tippa was talking about how Redos actually died?
as well. I assumed it was an over-exaggeration. I mean, not many people die and come back, and I mean, not to really downplay your abilities or anything, but I wasn't aware that they had sent anyone of that kind of caliber that they could bring someone back from the dead.
They didn't.
It was quite peculiar.
He was dead, trust me. I touched him, he was dead.
Someone doesn't
Do it.
someone doesn't like me, so they gave me the eternal torment of life.
Yeah. Well, am I the only one that knows that? Did you tell everybody that?
No.
You only told me that.
I eavesdrop on everything, so
Oh yeah,
yeah.
she did hear.
I told you, she knows.
Yeah, she was.
Rubbing
Yeah.
his chin, he's just like,
Kippa knows everything.
I'm just gonna swallow this up.
your friend must have some good friends in high places if he was brought back by non-mortal means.
Now
Good
see,
friends in
that's
low
what I
places.
said. He told me that's not true.
I don't have friends.
She's gonna like just kind of like narrow eyes and just go, I'm not about to give up everyone's secrets, but he
But I'm going to anyway.
no. She's just saying, but he told me it wasn't a favor.
XOXO Gossip Girl.
This is peculiar. It doesn't happen very often.
It is.
That things like this come about. So
It's a
I'm a
parallelogram.
little skeptical. I'll have to look. I'll look.
S
if I
for
hear anything, I'll be
Sandy,
sure to let.
or S for SpongeBob.
You're just as confused as we are, and
Hell,
it,
is.
you've seen Tippa do her moss thing before.
Right. Well, I mean,
Well, no, she did it,
Going in
and it wilted and died on him, even though we were in the middle of a overgrown lush forest.
Excuse you.
People lose their minds over here.
Oh my god.
some magical moss of some kind, or there's something.
It is magical! Out of character! Holy fuck!
He just goes, I'll have to take a look into this. But well, there's no sense in worrying about him. He's alive. That's all. And everything is getting better.
Shoot,
and
my laser
we're just gonna have to
beams.
be thankful for the things that are given to us. Can I get you anything to drink?
An ale, just a regular ale.
I'm good.
No, you're fine. Okay. Anything to eat? Anything to eat at all?
No, I'm okay.
No, I'm
He
fine.
leaves, comes back with ale, and at this point in time, roll for
Round
two. They rack up a you can see this one
okay.
frothy ale,
Okay.
and it seems to be a bit heavier.
Oh my god.
Don't mess up.
One. Did you roll a 1?
No, it was close there.
Oh god.
Well,
Alright.
these two are out.
4.
Oh, dear.
Oh, everyone's out. Except for...
7.
Me?
Yeah.
15.
5.
I stared death before. This is fucking nothing.
Alright.
I'm an
same?
alcoholic. I have intolerance.
At this point, alright, hold on.
I get the rock.
You rolled a 4,
I rolled a 7.
7.
He rolled a 5.
5. Okay. Alright, so as the drinks slam down, you notice that Bailey's getting a little red in the face. Liamin, not even phased. Fuck this.
Because
shit,
he's a
that's
fucking
all
dwarf.
fine. You slam it down and you look just as ready as Liamin is.
Everyone else.
You are just like, "Ugh," and you fall off your chair. You're out. The two of you onto the ground,
I don't think a 7 would be
and then out. You gotta realize I'm doing this. You're drinking like the strong end of the menu, and you're going bit by bit, and it gets harder and harder. And you roll really bad compared to your last one.
Yeah.
The
Well, that would just mean I'm starting to get a little rosy cheeked because I rolled really
Just
high. on the last
as
one.
a thing. Had you had rolled that on the last one, you would have just barely made it.
Rip.
Just barely made it. Okay.
But I'm
so-
so good at these.
Back to the two of you.
Alcohol.
Clearly not.
Back to the two of you.
Well, that's my fun finish.
Estelle just is like, oh man,
I couldn't have done that.
that is rough.
That's fucking... Oh god, I'm gonna... Oh.
I'm gonna start crawling towards the bar.
If she shows up, I'm gonna fucking clean her off.
You can hear.
I didn't puke.
You can.
I just fell off my chair.
Yeah. You can hear the scraping of her armor across the ground as she's dragging herself through the crowd, mind you.
Moss.
You don't. You just hear swish, 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 swish.
Help me!
I'm gonna lift her up.
I've made mistakes!
And by the way, you two fell to the ground, but you two are still coherent. But you definitely vomited.
Oh, so we vomited, but
You vomited.
Wait, so you
fell
picked me
off
up?
the
Are you just, like,
chairs,
holding
but
me
you're
like a
just,
baby?
still coherent.
Did they
I
fall?
look him in the eyes and say, I'm not done yet.
Did they fall into the vomit?
They,
No.
no, but no, you vomited. You're out.
She's
He's
babying
out.
the tiefling. Like she's like holding me baby
Oh,
stuff.
baby
I picked her up
style.
off the ground.
How strong are you?
Not that strong.
I don't know if you could do
4'9" tiefling.
She's not...
in full armor with everything you're carrying.
I don't have my shield or anything.
But
I
still,
had
where
on
is
you.
it?
How strong are you?
Hanging out somewhere.
Not that strong.
I left it in the... Because we grabbed the warhammer, and then we came back to town, and then we set out. So I don't have my shield.
Yeah, she
Okay.
dumped it because she can't. She's not strong enough to be able to wield the warhammer and the shield at the same time.
Okay, I didn't know that.
No, actually, I
here for
probably
that.
picked you up, and you're probably just like leaning on top of me.
I know the stipulation of it. I just didn't know she don't.
Because I'm taller than you, so I can hold you up while you're standing.
I
But
want to be babied.
I digress. So, if you guys want to interact at all before we get to the next round?
Water.
Create water on
Just
dry on her.
takes a couple of glasses and sets them down.
pours it on
He
you.
specifically holds one out to you and he goes, "Oh, don't worry. You're not the first one to fall victim to that one."
I want more.
I mean, no one's stopping you, Tippa. You could order another ale.
Going to, I just
Atmosphere.
need to space it out a little bit.
Alright, so then next round.
Yep,
Yep, she's
I am
done.
out.
He's so out.
Alright,
Is he so out? He's in.
4.
So, they
Well,
set
Tippa, you ain't getting your rock back.
a very strong
I would've
smelling
been.
wine.
Fucked.
And you, seeing it as a wine, think, what is this? This isn't
The fuck is this
booze."
peasant
And
shit?
you're just like, and you just go yoink, and then you stop and you go,
Wait a
that
minute.
was a bad idea. All over the ground,
At
and
least
you
I
are
didn't puke.
out. You puke, and you see Bailey just falls back in her chair and hits the ground, and she is out. Liamin stands on the table and he goes, "I'm victorious!" and he slams himself down on the table and scoops up all the gold into a large pouch in his apron on the front.
I'm just like, I'll give you 1 gold for that rock.
He just stops and he goes, "Alright, sure." And he hands you the rock and he takes the gold and pockets it. Then he goes, "Time for another one!" And he sits down, and you can see a bunch of other people that were milling around the table before him now started taking seats.
I think I'll pass on this one.
I will get my vengeance.
Will you get your vengeance?
I will.
Sounds good.
I will enter the third round of the drinking.
Alright, so after that, you can see that they've started another round of drinking. You can still see that there is the game of gambling that's going on in the corner with the mayor. And you also see that there's the card game that Mariel is playing with his 2 friends.
Do I see what kind of cards he's using?
You just see these
tarot
very
cards.
small, little cards, and they look like they have pictures on them.
I want to go look at it. I'm gonna womble. I'm gonna say womble.
Wobbly.
I'm gonna womble over to him.
M is for mini, W is for wombo.
I tried to say waddle.
Anyone else?
I'm just drinking, I'm just watching.
Water in hand, like a
I'm gonna go get a water.
fucking toddler. Like a toddler with a sippy cup.
Actually, I'm ordering another ale and then just watching.
And a light ale to get the taste of throw up out of my mouth.
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna chill out on the floor.
Are you still up, like, in the drinking area, or are you just...
I'm laying where
Somebody's
where
sitting
I
on
fell
top
over.
of him.
You come waddling over, and Mariel goes, "Oh, well, hello, Tippa.
What are you doing?
Oh, we're just
What are you doing?
playing a game that I picked up a while back in my travels. It's a fairly interesting game, to say the least. It's a game of lies and deception."
I wanna play.
He goes, "Oh, of course." And he stops and he looks down and he sees the pile of cards that he has and goes, "Well, I have quite a few." And he looks around and then he sees the rest of you and he waves and goes, "Come, play. Let's all play a game.
Oh gosh.
Come, everyone."
Okay,
And he sits there smiling as he waits for you all.
Plop down in the chair.
Arden waits for her other ale and then she'll walk over.
Anyone else?
Double fisting, healthy, non-healthy.
Sure.
Alright.
Stay hydrated, my friends.
So, once is there anyone that is deciding is there anyone that's standing their ground or not going?
Are you still just
I
laying?
think he's passed
still
out
on
on the
the
floor.
ground.
Yeah, I'm still laying down.
So he's not...
All
He's
right,
taking
so
a third
1, 2,
nap.
3, 4, 5. Okay, so coming over, you see he's sitting there. And he has a pile of little cards in hand.
Oh,
Oh
no.
god, this is...
And he looks at everyone and he goes, "All right." So
Oh my
this is
God.
a game called
Poker?
Goldfish.
Foxes in the Hen House.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, everyone, okay, out of character, of course. Who here has played One Night Ultimate Werewolf?
What?
It's the same thing as like Mafia. where,
Wait,
like,
yeah,
one
it's the
person's
same thing
bad.
as Mafia. You've never played One Night Ultimate Werewolf?
No.
No.
So,
I own that
So-
game, we need to play it.
and Mariel goes, "All right." So this
Is it like
fairly
the
simple.
It's like
tab-
He
Mafia.
pulls out his cards and he goes on the cards.
So something that's
Count
are
Salem.
pictures. You'll find one of two. You will find that you either have a hen or a fox. There are 2 foxes.
so cute.
2 foxes, and after we deal these out, you will all listen to my instructions. Now, the aim of the game is the hens have to find the foxes, and the foxes have to kill all of the hens. So each round, we will all have to try and convince each other of who the fox is. And if the hens can root out the foxes first, they win. If the foxes are the only ones left by the end of the game, or if 2 foxes are left and 1 hen is there, the 2 foxes can then flip their cards over and they will automatically win. So essentially, you want the hens to equal or outnumber the foxes, and you want there to be no foxes left by the end of the game. Alright? So, let's begin.
As the DM is the video game console.
There we go.
Of the video game of D&D.
So let's start this all over again.
And they were like, oh, that makes sense. I was like, that does make a lot of sense. You input things, and
Technical difficulties.
it output things.
My brain.
My brain is goo.
My brand.
My brain.
Look,
Look with your special eyes.
this is my brand.
Let's start this all over again.
Shannon says that sometimes when she's talking about me.
My brand.
My Tiggy. Stop hitting his head, dude. It freaks me out.
Wait.
My whale stretching. That one.
I'm impatient.
Ripperoni, Brian's computer, Dedioni.
Tag dead.
Just blue screens again.
Okay.
Don't
Cough,
die.
cough.
Okay.
Die, you won't. No balls.
So, once again,
Let's try this again.
let's try this again. Everyone close their eyes.
Close your eyes.
After you checked all your shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to look first.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah blah blah. Foxes.
All right. Foxes, open your eyes. Look
Brian, the computer screen, blue screen.
and see who is a fox. And and close your eyes. Everybody, open your eyes.
I believe none of you.
So where
It was Grok.
are the foxes?
Grok's a fox.
Pretty accusatory, aren't you?
I didn't sneeze this time, so I'm not a fox.
All right.
Playing on his
And
bullshit.
Mario looks around and just goes,
By your own logic.
so which one of us?
But your hair's still red.
That's discriminatory.
He sits there, by the way, and Mario and his two friends are also playing as well.
Yeah.
You see them sitting there with cards in their hands.
What are their names again?
There
and Glyn.
is, there's Fel, Glyn,
He's a
and
halfling. How
there's
can he
Mary.
fall?
Ah.
And then, instantly, right then and there, Fel slams his fist on the table and he goes, "It's Glyn. I know it's Glyn. Glyn is a piece of shit and he lies all the time. He's always the fox." And Glyn just stops and looks at him and goes, "What are you talking about? You're always the fox." He goes, "By the way, regardless," and he points at you and he goes, "I think this one's the fox."
Me?
Yes.
That's pointing the finger there pretty fast for someone who may or may not be a fox.
TV. Shifty. Always out. And
Whoa!
This is
You
agitating.
fucking went there.
Bells ring in the echo.
You went there,
Fel
didn't
just, and then
you?
all of a sudden, Fel just turns and goes, "What have I told you about saying that out loud?" Like this.
Saying it out loud.
They're bickering amongst themselves, and then Mariel just stops and he goes, "I apologize."
I speak to Tippa and
They're
Infernal.
eccentric.
I speak to Tippa and Infernal.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
Hi.
These fucking halflings, right?
They're so small. What the fuck?
know.
Guys,
I-
we're trying to play a game.
I thought you were small,
Stop
but
with
Talon
your
is smaller.
babbledygook.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not babblygook.
I answered back in Infernal. What's babbling?
I don't fucking know.
so, who thinks? Who is?
Alright, this is what we do. Everyone on 3, flip over the cards.
Foolproof.
Genius.
Oh well.
If you're a hen, just flip your card over.
Well.
Spell hen backwards. They didn't spell it backwards, they said it backwards, therefore they're the foxes.
They got it. So
Out it! Out it!
so RNG worked again.
Only a fox wouldn't be able to spell it backwards. Foolproof.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I think Glyn was awfully.
Pretty accusatory.
He was kind of shifty, let's
So-
be real.
You know what?
I kind of feel like he's a fox.
Fel goes, right, exactly. That's what I said. He's a fox. Clearly.
Both of you are foxes. Calling it right here, right now. Yeah,
Who do you
you.
think I'm a fox?
Because you called me a fox and you have no fucking idea.
I think he was just
Yes.
saying you were very foxy.
I'm talking to both of them.
Glyn called you,
That one.
Well, it's just as easy for you to be working together.
he goes, "Yeah, I would never work with him.
But your twins, of course you would.
That's not always true.
Just
That's what
because
they
you're
all
a twin
say.
doesn't mean you have to like. You go.
Usually you like them a little bit.
There's always an exception to the case, and this one is a thorn in my ass.
But yet you're here together.
Of course,
So
it's
you
my
guys are
twin.
gay for
So
each
you
other.
must.
Can't win.
Win.
No, God.
We're not doing this again, okay? I had you bleep out a whole section of a recording a while back.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Us?
Yes.
No, that was when I think it was.
Continuing on.
That was in the other campaign.
Oh,
That's
yes.
right.
Continuing on.
I remember that.
I rest my case.
And Mariel just looks around and he goes, I don't know, I think it'd be pretty easy to just deflect upon the first person to point a finger.
It's pretty easy to just point a finger if you are the accusee who is actually the person who actually did it. And trust me, I know that.
God,
Taking
brothers.
advantage of the situation.
I'm a little drunk.
A lot
from
of
drinking,
sense,
so shut up.
man.
Yeah.
And Mariel just goes, well, what if you're just taking advantage of the situation? I mean,
Maybe I might be half drunk right now.
that's I think we're all a little over the halfway point.
Round of drinks for everybody here. Let's go. No, just
No.
round of drinks for me.
No, just me. I'm the alcoholic. Okay.
I'm an alcoholic.
He smiles, he goes, but at the same time, these two have been awful quiet.
Why say anything?
I
There's
think
enough
it's
bickering.
Felix.
All making excellent.
He poked my foot when I first met him.
Yeah, foxes
A
do
very
that all the
foxy
time.
thing to do.
Foxes just go around to people and start poking them. Like it's.
I know.
It's quite rude.
I can't help it.
Glenn just he keeps pointing at you. Fel keeps pointing at Glenn, and Mariel just goes.
Let's see. Why don't we just all commit mass suicide?
And
We
Mariel
just-
That figures everything.
I don't think that's how that
This
works.
shit. We just seppuku this
and
shit.
Mariel points at Redos and goes. I don't know. I can usually read these other two fairly easily. I've played a couple of games with them. I don't think it's either of them.
Me? He's saying it's not me.
Or
Pointing at you
what if
as
it's
the person who
Muriel
did it.
and it's Muriel and Glenn and they're both deflecting off each other? Why else?
Or maybe this is a game where there's no actual information given on the first night, and so you have to make a random accusation.
Yes, I know that's actually how it works.
I know.
Have layers.
Ogres have layers. Onions have layers.
Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. Ogres are like onions. But yes. Listen.
Are you an ogre?
So
No. Yes.
I was about to say, do you have layers?
votes for Redos currently,
Okay.
and we have one vote for Glenn.
Okay.
It's
So let
probably
me actually,
Redos.
let me actually see. So we've got
What?
Redos.
It's probably Redos.
You got me.
Arden.
It's these goddamn tieflings.
We're very shady.
Yeah.
We are indeed.
Shifty.
Speaking in Infernal as if nobody else here understands Infernal. I'm on to the
I speak Elven and go, bruh.
I speak in Elven. I
and
go,
be like,
bruh.
I've never met a dragon.
So
Arden's literally
what are
just
we
listening.
casting as votes?
Full good.
Votes.
Minor illusion.
Casting.
Minor illusion.
Are you
Redos.
Redos? Okay, so Redos has 3.
Wait, whoa!
Redos.
I got your fucking rock. You're welcome.
Redos.
You didn't tell her that
You
yet.
didn't give it to her yet.
That's right.
But did you take her to rock
Oh,
bottom?
that's nice. Thank
Did
you.
you give her?
If you're still a fox.
That doesn't change the point.
Redos, who are you voting for?
One of the twins. The one that accused me.
Glenn.
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 Alright, so Glenn's got a vote.
Glenn.
Damn right he
Glenn's
does.
got a vote.
Damn right he does.
Felix?
Glid.
Glenn's got a vote.
Which means that now?
Glenn has 4 and Redos has 3.
I'm gonna have to go with Glenn.
Glenn? Okay. Alright, so at that point, Glenn just looks at all of you
Hang him.
and he flips over his card.
And fucking called it, you
Found
shitty
the
bitch.
fox. So, you now know that there's still one fox left.
Yep.
I say it's the other twin.
And Muriel.
Well, don't they have a night now?
Hmm?
Doesn't
Well,
don't they have a night to?
Wait, they can't do anything. Oh, wait.
They can kill a head.
Depending on if that's what you're... I don't know how Brian's playing.
Yeah,
Because that's the way it works in Mafia, but...
it's the way it works in Mafia, but that's not how we play it in this one. This one, it's just it's consistently going down until everyone's rooted out. So, no knights taken, it's just... we continue to deliberate.
You just keep killing people until it ends.
Brutal. I love it.
This is a one-night endeavor.
Okay, fair enough.
I was like, guys, I've never lied to you ever before.
It's him.
Right?
You are guilty, my friend.
I wouldn't like...
Oh, well, that's weird. I can normally see right through him. He turns and he looks at Fel and he just squints. And Fel just goes, "What are you doing? I'm not the fox. If anything, you might be the fox."
I am completely convinced it's in Muriel.
I still think it's Redos just a little bit.
See how it is. So what we have was
Now we
special.
start getting into-
You covered me in your moss.
To the array of...
And then it
Okay.
died.
Yeah, it did.
Did
That's
the
right.
one fox possibly just vote off the other to throw off the scent? So now everyone.
I'm going with he who accuses first.
He who accuses first.
So who just accused that guy?
But no one's accusing.
Okay.
No, that was me just saying it. Because that's how One Night Ultimate Werewolf goes. Sometimes a werewolf will vote out another werewolf just for the sake of being like...
Well, you can't do that in One Night Ultimate Werewolf.
Well, there's other ones that lets you...
You can do that in Town Salem and stuff.
Yeah,
And there's
the
one-
ones that are more than one, like...
Right. Okay, but anyways, so, and Mariel just goes, "Alright, I'm voting for Fel this time. No, you guys might have gotten a little shifty this time around." And then, Fel just stops and he's looking at him, like, upset, and he goes, "Alright, well," and he looks around the table. "I vote for that one, because nobody has pointed this one out at all, and she seems to just be way too quiet."
I'm always quiet.
So, that's
She
one
is.
card.
She is, actually.
Well, he doesn't know that. So we got a vote for Arden and a vote for Fel.
I'm voting for Muriel.
Alright, got one for Muriel.
I still think it's Redos.
Redos.
Fuck it. Tippa.
Tippa.
Jesus Christ!
So let's not deadlock this where everybody votes for each other.
Myself.
Plus what she
I vote for
actually is.
Arden.
Arden? Okay.
Damn.
Oof.
Savage.
Gross. Woo! We got a tie. Alright,
I
so
don't like his comment.
for how it's gonna go with a tie is that the two or more people that tied now have to make a plea as to why they are not, and then everyone must cast a vote between the two of them.
So is it between Arden and Redos?
Yes.
So, and Mariel smiles and looks at the two of you and goes, "So why is it one of you is not the fox?"
Well, I'm not a fox.
Because I'm a hen.
Behind that one, why should we believe one of you over the other?
Beg for your lives.
I have your
Well,
rock. If you vote for me again, you're not getting it back.
I voted for Glenn.
I pull out more
If I
rocks.
was a fox and knew he was a fox,
But
why
this
would I
one,
vote for him so
did you
early?
cast like light on it or something?
Good.
I cast light on all of the rocks.
You don't have this rock.
The rock wasn't special at all.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he's kind of being threatening, which happens in a defensive position sometimes.
Shot tracks.
Have any other arguments? Arden says that why would she vote off a fox so early in the game? And it does make sense.
Well, you see, before there was a time-space continuum bullshit, I was already a fox, so therefore my chance of being another fox is already gone, so...
We break the fourth wall for logic.
And Mariel shakes his head.
On another plane, I was a fox.
Alright, I'm casting my vote for this. So Redos has one. Fel just looks back, like between the two of you, and I think which one did Fel vote for originally? Arden. He's just gonna go, "Sticking with my vote."
Wait, someone voted for? Oh,
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah. So
I thought you meant last round. I was like, wait.
He just goes, "I'm sticking with my gut," and he just points at you. So 1 and 1.
Your gut is wrong, darling.
I know, right?
Okay.
All right.
He's voting for me, not you.
I don't like that my rock was being held hostage.
You were gonna vote for me anyway.
You're
Still
not
on Arden.
wrong.
Alright, Strax. Tiebreaker.
Are you voting for Redos again, or are you gonna vote for Arden?
Baby, come back.
Redos. I gotta.
Alright.
Alright.
Tippa has good judgment.
The 3 votes have been cast. Redos, let's see it.
Fuck, dude.
Redos is a hen. The hen has been eliminated.
You slanderer.
Oh, I'm not a slanderer. I'm still a hen. I didn't vote for Redos. I didn't
Let's see
think
your card then.
that's Redos. That's exactly how they taught me. I'm telling you, the other fox is in Muriel.
Is Grux still on the floor?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Don't pat him on the back, buddy.
You on the floor?
I ain't touching him. You don't touch him.
Seems to be getting a
You
bit
don't touch
more
him.
No, you.
jittery now.
No, you.
Just
No,
like-
you.
No, you.
He's
No,
like-
you.
Reverse.
That's gay, though.
Let
me just- 1 sec.
And he just looks around.
I pull out an Uno card.
Yeah, man.
Reverse.
Me too, buddy.
I don't.
Me. 1 sec.
I see.
Me too.
Time for that.
Bell then looks around.
Took the time. I have that saved on my phone.
I think it's this one. And Meryl just rubs his chin and goes, no, I think it's Arden. I really do.
Justin. Haha.
Then oh my god.
That's
the
what it
fuck
looks
is
like
that?
when you take the time.
Then the feeling is mutual in Mariel.
So, that's alright. Tippa, what do you think?
To be quite frank, I have a very one-track mind, and now that the person that I thought it was is out, I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Understandable.
You could do 50-50.
You could vote for yourself. Really.
You can do. You can
martyrdom.
Vote yourself out.
You can
I don't
do.
want to play anymore. I vote me.
Evens and odds.
Oh. Arden.
You could. You could do. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch the bugbear by the toe.
But he can't do anything. Are we on
if he
3-1?
Let him
That's
go.
true, yeah. So, I mean,
Fuck, man.
You-
Arden!
Got him.
show us the card, Arden. Show us the card.
Hey.
Chicken.
You're on
Those chickens!
What's mine again?
I told you so.
Oh. Having a one-track mind is so bad.
Why are you charging your thing when it's at 100%?
Now they're
Scott's
all
100% right this second.
can feel
Yeah, bud?
it getting just a little bit more tense. There's only 4 of you left.
I think this
Five.
thing is.
Five.
5 of you left. Why is it?
1,
You're
2,
two of
3,
them.
4,
no,
5.
because I thought I crossed out an extra one on here.
I was like, I think
counted.
these people are taking this game way too seriously,
He goes.
especially the halfling.
It's
No,
fun.
fuck that. Fuck fun.
Fuck you.
You're just a sore loser. Brock, smash!
Grux on the ground right now.
While they're
Brooke
wait,
stands
hold on. While they're doing that, she's just gonna turn around us and go.
Boy.
So what's with the?
Being
You.
there.
You forgot I died.
Big swing.
It's like when you, it's like
I'm
when
going
you take a
through
collar
phase
off
right
a dog
now.
and you're like,
It's
you're
just-
neat.
And then you kind of feel weird afterwards. You're like, I'm gonna put this back on now. I'm sorry.
And Hale just looks around at the rest of you. And goes,
May or may not be a tiny bit of a sore loser. Just saying.
Really?
Yeah,
think
I
you're
wouldn't have
right.
guessed.
I know, right? Because I hide it so well.
I think you're wrong.
Why? No one's very talkative.
I'm also trying not to puke. I lost Lehman's drinking game.
Yeah, she did.
Speaking of that, Arden's gonna get up and go get another drink.
She's gonna join in the drinking game. This round.
So
Go,
Mariel
go, go,
casts
go.
his vote. Fell points it in Mariel and goes, that other one was making a lot of sense.
Got him.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Fucked up.
That was it was all the way up to max. I'm like, why?
Say why?
I think it's the halfling.
Which one?
The one that's
Well,
The
not
one's
Mariel's
left.
Yeah,
halfling.
the one.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mariel's a halfling, and so were the other 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm picking a Mariel.
I think it's in Mariel.
Alright, there you go. That's 3.
And Mariel just looks at all of you and goes,
It's so sad.
he goes,
Alexa
I
played
haven't
this
lied to
Despacito.
any of you. And then he just goes, that's fine, it's all in the fun game. And it's all fun and games at this point. And he looks around and he goes,
sets the
alright,
table.
so now.
When you said you would release Meadows, that was a lie. Please let that be a lie. Take him back.
Take him back.
We don't want him anymore.
Oh, okay.
Wait, question. Where is Liamin?
Liamin is
Drinking.
currently still pounding back drinks with
And women.
at the. You have noticed that they are about
See yourself out, please.
Goodbye, guys.
2/3 of the people that had joined him at the table are now out, and he has gotten rosy cheeked, but he is still going at it. And you can see that the pile of coins in the center is actually a little larger than before. Fel just looks around and he's just his eyes are darting all over the place. He just doesn't know who to trust. Now that he doesn't know any of you, he's even more on edge than he was before.
Yes.
Yes.
I turn into Liamin, and I walk like right by his line of sight.
Liamin, you hear from the back area. You just
He's
hear.
drunk,
Fel,
he doesn't notice, he doesn't care,
Well-
he's winning money.
What? What kind of sorcery is this? He says something. He just looks down and goes, "What did you put in my drink?"
That was a really good drunk voice.
Slams it down.
And then he looks right back at me. I'm normal Meadows.
He goes, "Oh my god, maybe I have had too much." Barmaids, bring me more.
Not enough!
Not enough. I need to drink myself into being undrunk. That's his way of thinking. But and then
Sounds good.
Val just points at you and goes, "I don't know. You. It's gotta be you." And then and so there's one for Strax.
Oh.
Rip. Distracts. Cheater.
It's
Come
trying
on
to tell
now.
you something.
I vote for myself.
Is that
No.
a thing?
No, I vote for Strax.
Strax gets
I was like,
I just
1 is Felix,
realized
2 is
there's a wolf on
Strax,
his
3 is the
head.
halfling, 4 is
Felix.
myself, and I rolled 3 4s in a row.
I didn't even get to cast my vote out.
Then jump in and cast your vote.
Classed your vote.
All right.
I'm just being polite.
So it's 2 for Strax.
Two for Strax.
I feel like it's Felix.
Good, but it's,
Excellent point voice in my head.
It's a pigeon. It's a pigeon.
good, but it's not. It's not me.
What is this? Woo, woo, bonus action. Woo.
I feel like
This action is
Noise pigeon.
it's the shifty one.
Nailed it.
So Fel. Yeah. Okay. So Strax is voting for Fel.
Stupid fucking name, man.
Where are you even going?
So essentially,
Where you falling, huh?
At this point, Felix, it
Get
really
up!
boils down to if you think it's Strax, you can vote anyone outside of Fel. But if you don't think it's Strax, then you gotta vote Fel, and we gotta go to our tiebreaker round. Voting Strax. All right, Strax.
How's betrayal
Looking at
feel?
Carl,
Yes!
and the foxes have
I
been
don't trust
routed
him anyway.
out. Have been routed out. Alrighty. Yeah. It's all good, man.
Nah.
I was really confused when I opened my eyes because I saw his eyes were open and it didn't register that he wasn't playing for the longest time.
I know.
And when you said 2 foxes, and I kind of just like,
And then you look over at me,
I was
and I'm
like-
sitting here. I'm like, how do I get him to know exactly which one of the 3 people it is? And I'm just like, okay, now write it on the back of the card. And I go, Glenn. And then I'm just like, there you go.
because I thought, no, like you were like talking, and it was like one of the 2 foxes is out, and I was like,
No, the entire time I was just like, this. I was like, yeah, no.
also big giveaway, hint hint, was when I like was looking at him with the straightest face, and he just goes, and starts laughing at me like, Thanks, buddy.
Way to just out me like that, boyo.
It was gonna be great because I was gonna have this whole like when the one person got voted out after her.
Glenn, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna be like, well, it makes sense that she would know that it was him because she can discern lies.
Yep.
But then I didn't even get the vote, so it doesn't matter.
To be fair, though, had she had tried to use the amulet, that would have let her see everyone's thoughts, and Mary would have caught her outright and would have been like, "You're out of the game." Like,
You're a dick. Why can't you just play for fun, man?
play for funsies. But it's okay. She did good. She did give that chance. So, guess we can just.
I made it real far doing nothing.
I know. I was gonna say 9 times that like the majority of the time you didn't even get to cast your vote because I was like, all right, we got around to that end of the table and it's like we can't even tiebreaker.
Also, another dead giveaway when he was like, it could have been somebody voting the other wolf out.
Listen, there were 4 people that voted for him. All right, including himself. All right, he voted for Glenn as well too. First time around, so he was outing anybody at the table. It's just how Anne Mary would have handled the situation. It was tracked. So looking around, you can still see that there's still the Lehman is still doing his drinking game as well, and the pile of coins seems to just be building up more and more. And then you've also got the gambling.
I wonder at what point
Chicken. A chicken.
A chicken.
can believe that this is my
I can't
bar,
undo
and that
that
he
though.
owes me
It's a chicken.
money for all the drinks.
For you.
I don't know.
Nah.
Probably not that freaking drunk. In all honesty.
Can be pretty convincing.
That mainly just because, I mean, he's only passed out once in front of you guys, the entire time.
Oh, I go over and start drinking with him again.
Okay, so you're going to do another drink.
Yeah.
Another round of drinking. Anyone else?
I'll get up.
Sure,
No,
he
I'll-
wakes up.
So
I'll
you're
go
going
for
for another round of
drinking.
drinking. How
I'll
about
go
you guys?
for it.
Are you guys gonna head back to the bar? Are you have any?
Well, when Arden lost, she went back up to
Hi,
the bar.
baby.
Back to the bar. Okay.
Hey,
Hi.
what's up?
What else? Would you wanna hop back in on that nonsense?
I'm
Last time?
fine.
All right.
I'm fine.
I want to talk to Arendelle.
Okay. So, sitting down, you can see Lehman is just like rolling music.
Does he have 2 girls named Elsa and Anna?
Try again.
God,
One of them may or may not have these
again,
powers.
I drank you once before I can do it again. And he just goes, all right, and they bring out same thing as last
I'm just
time.
like, are you sure you're not getting alcohol poisoning right now?
How many rounds into this is he? Should he roll at disadvantage? Will we ever find out? Who knows? Next time on Dragon Ball.
Oh god.
All right, so we'll do round 1.
It's weird.
What?
Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me, dice.
I don't know who that
Oh,
is.
cool.
Ariana Grande's ex-boyfriend,
Oh,
the chick
Constitution?
from Underworld.
23.
okay.
But there's a
16.
20-year age gap.
So?
Oh, just weird.
The 23.
14. Okay. So
Second wind over
you
here.
all slam your tankards down. Everyone seems to be holding down fairly well. Leomin seems to have completely gotten over his drunken stupor and is just like, all right, bring out the next one. Cut to you. Arendelle sees you walking in. Is there something I can help you out with?
Just something that's been weighing on my mind for a couple of days.
Of course. What would that be?
The one, pastor, the one in the white cloak. He was, reprimanding our one friend.
Boonthrin, if I remember correctly.
By the way, they don't know it was me. Just saying.
He died.
Yeah, he died. Rip.
Ripperoo.
Big red.
He thinks
Drank one
he
of his
knows that
potions
you're talking
and it was a
about what
poison.
they, the human that had been in the center of the town. They don't
Yeah.
know that it's specifically him, but
Yeah.
They know
of
the
who you're
guy
talking
who was peddling
about.
stuff.
Yeah, they know who you're talking about.
Yes, that too. That too?
Two.
Okay, so
I don't think so.
Okay.
that's all right.
Somebody want to tell us, man?
No,
He seems very zealous.
It's just a phase, man.
he seems to be very caught up in his beliefs. We're not really too certain where he got those beliefs from. We've never really heard of the deity that he prays prays to before, but I mean, he seems to be a very fervent believer in their divine ways.
What?
Who does he pray to? Out of
You
character.
know that the deity's name is Lilith.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have my notebook
Someone
on
that
me.
you haven't really heard of before. Granted, you do know that in this realm, it's not unheard of for new deities to surface, but it is very far and few between, and generally by the time they reach deity status or have any kind of renown, there's something to back them. Like there's some kind of event or something that has given them some form of renown. They don't just instantaneously have zealous followers. They have to make a name for themselves, essentially. I've never really heard of her before, but I mean, she has to have something that I've asked people about it, and I've sent people out to find information, but I just haven't heard back yet.
She's a demon.
Dead. It's real weird.
Yeah, right.
And they'd all come back plot furthering.
Why, is there something really troubling you about it?
I don't know, I'm not one for a public humility kind of thing. And to do that in the name of your god is, I don't know.
I mean,
Doesn't seem like it's a pleasant god.
we take certain things very seriously here, to a point, but we've never really been ones for advocating that as well. But there was no real harm done to him, so there wasn't really much.
Except the emotional scars and trauma.
There was nothing
get
we could do without
He's a big pedophile.
demeaning what we had originally done to him. You know, the taking away from the gravity of his crime in the town. So, you know, we kind of just had to let things go as long as they didn't proceed to an overtly violent issue. But it's safe to say it's not how we normally handle things. And he's actually kind of newish to the town as well. He's only been here for a couple of months, so we're all still trying to get used to him too. But I mean, he refurbished the church that we had here, and I mean, he hasn't done any harm really. So
I was trying to figure out why the numbers looked so ugly.
Has anyone gone to his services or mass?
most people are a little off-put by his zealous nature. So not too many people have really gone, but he also doesn't seem to really be one to hold mass of some kind. No, like, at least he doesn't really advertise it. But he's rather active in the town, to say the least.
I can tell. Okay.
He likes spreading the word. He doesn't really seem to be one for...
Doesn't seem to be a good word, but fair enough.
But what can you do? And he looks over and he goes, starting up the next round. And so we're going to roll for the next one. We got a darker ale this time around. Smells a little bit stronger. Y'all are, at least a couple of you are pretty familiar with it.
I can't smell.
Are you still drinking?
Yeah. Sorry, I was distracted.
Oh,
Nope.
good luck.
Sharks is out.
It was a bad bounce.
Ah.
Oh, that's not a.
Okay, it's racked. This time, you feel the alcohol hit the back of your throat, and then almost all of a sudden your brain just shuts off.
Oh, he's dead.
And you just like... And Lehman just goes, it's been a while since I've seen someone actually full-blown pass out here. Normally they go crawling off to the bar, and he slaps you on the back. Good show! And he slams back the drink, and he just...
And then I
his
died.
nostrils flare, and he goes, all right, I'm ready for the next one! And he slams it down. Roll. What would you roll?
15.
15.
18.
You guys are feeling pretty good. You're really... moss.
Fucking moss everywhere.
You can definitely feel something, but it's not really much of anything. If anything, it's you're like maybe starting to feel the inkling of a buzz.
Disco fever.
Yeah, that's from
Did you want to continue on with the
I can't
conversation?
remember what it's called. Right?
If that's all he
Disco
knows, then
biscuit.
That's pretty much all he really knows about Bloomthorn. but at the same time, he's...
Somebody give me a coffee.
He seems eager to know
Irish
more.
coffee.
So you can be certain that if he does hear of anything, now that he knows your interest, he'll be more than happy to bring it to your attention.
Okay.
Okay, so Arden?
He's just drinking.
Redo?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be drinking.
Drinking? Okay.
But she's like watching the. She's like facing towards the door, not facing the bar.
Round number 3.
Whoa!
None of you two don't recognize his drink. You recognize it as the one that knocked you out.
So sip it this
and
time.
you can see it, so...
I just make notes.
Oh, baby sips.
And if they all
Oh, that was so
He's
sad.
done. That's not one.
Gone.
Look at his face!
he just throws up into his drink cup.
And then drinks it again. And then passes out.
What's he...
10.
Okay.
Like a 10 or a 10?
It's a 10. I don't know if that's enough
And
to
you
pass
got a
it though. It could have been
Drinks go
passing, but I'm
back.
drunk.
Liamin slams the drink down so hard that the glass shatters in his hand.
Alright,
and
Thor.
He's just like...
Dies.
He's just... He
He just-
roars as he stands on his chair. He's completely unfazed.
Of course.
How the fuck is this guy not passed
Rock.
out?
Slams onto the table. Doesn't even like know nothing. He just instantly shuts off, and you just see him go
Like,
wham, and he hits so hard that the coins bounce on the table. You slide the drink back, and you sit there, and you look up, and you look up at him, and then you smile, and then you fall off your chair.
I like to think that I just peacefully take myself out if I feel myself getting drunk.
Okay, alright, you can peacefully take yourself out off
I
the
like
table.
I like moss the barbarian and then get up and warble my way back to Arden. That seems
Mom! I'm too drunk, Mom!
Arden, it happened again!
Once again, just scoops more of the coins, and you can see that the front of his apron is now like full. It's like jingling.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Do I know if the dangerous drink in the middle is the same kind of cup as the less dangerous drinks?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, so is the like
the-
the escalation thing?
Do they like change glasses going
do they
between?
look
They all look the same. Like all the glass. Well, all of those seem the same, except. Okay, no one has made it to the final round, so I can't say anything.
I'll go,
okay,
yeah.
You just say the ones you've seen.
So
Give me 10 minutes. I'll
you
go.
guys,
But he put out the
they put out the
like very
the
dark.
final, the
All we
strongest
know is that
one.
it's very dark.
in the
That
middle.
was-
He
that
was
was-
like, that's the last one.
Yes.
So we
knowledge.
go to it.
To your knowledge.
After that, it goes to you have to drink one of those and chasers of the lower ones.
Yeah, sure. We could just say, does anyone want to like continue with the drinking contest outside of Tippa?
Yeah, I'll keep it going.
Okay. So after a couple of rounds, we'll assume we're gonna get to the final round of you two finally managed to somehow make your way to the final
Oh my
round.
god.
You have pounded
God,
back
here we go.
the super strong drink that had been there. You are, all of you, including Liamin, are just kind of almost over the edge.
I'm like
even
drunk.
Liamin is
I'm
just
like holding my glass and like drunkenly casting.
I didn't expect any of you to make it this far.
I like hold my mug and I like put it
But-
on the table and use light by accident. My mug just lights the
I
fuck up.
admire your passion. Oh
my God.
Not many people keep coming back for more. He goes, but I've got one more ace up my sleeve. And then he goes,
Do you fear death, Jack Sparrow?
If you could change your fate.
May the hellfire all of a sudden, from the back, she comes out with 3 heavily ornate brass mugs on them. And at the top, what looks like flames are rising from the mug itself.
That's proof. At least 100% alcohol.
It's literally on fire.
We got the Bacardi 151 on this bitch.
Oh my god.
He goes.
Well, that's what proof was back in
Yeah.
He sets it
pirates used to
down
light
in
it on
front of
fire.
all of you, and you
if it
can
lit, that's
feel
proof.
the heat emanating from this drink. And he goes, "This." I've only survived it 50% of the time. Are you ready?
Alright, this is the
So
the
he's-
big guns.
I'm gonna look at all of you with this mug in hand, watching you both roll Constitution with disadvantage.
I'm just like, these people are gonna like kill
I'm gonna
themselves.
do different dice.
Yeah.
You can get worse, don't worry.
Yeah, I could get worse. Let's see if I get worse.
No?
No.
That would've been nice.
Bad man. What'd you get?
I got 5.
You too, huh?
That sucks.
10 again.
Alright.
I rolled a 15, that would have been a 17, that would have been so good.
You all put the drinks back, and it feels as if a stream of fire starts pouring down your mouths. Heavily, you can feel the burn. You can. It is almost as if an inferno has been lit inside of your body. Liamin
Hellfire Tiefling.
sits up, slams his fists on the table, and then belches. And as he belches, flames burst from his mouth.
Oh my god.
And he stops and slams down onto the counter. Out. You
Technically survived longer than he did, so you get the money!
Too.
start going boom. Whoa. And as you're doing that, there's little flames coming out of your mouth, and then you just and you slam down onto the table, out, and you just look around and you're like, that was. You think that was nothing, and then slam. You also pass out.
I don't even think I've just become completely absorbed with myself, just going. It's like, poof.
All three of you are now passed out at the table. Liamin, you, and the both of you are knocked down. After about 20 to 30 minutes of y'all recuperating and finally coming to,
Another rock!
I've been calling out for Elle to help me the whole time, and everyone's like, "Who the fuck is Elle?" And they're like, "Oh, Elle."
You guys come
Oh.
too, and all the money is gone.
Liamin then looks at the two of you and goes, "Oh, it's been a long
Giant
time
me
since
with
I've
giant pockets.
What
happened?
me." He goes, "You know what?" And he pulls up his apron onto the table and he pours the gold out onto the table and he goes, "We'll split it 3 ways."
Yes!
So,
Orange justice.
each of you gets 100 gold. You gotta remember, this amounted over a good couple of rounds. Liamin had amassed quite a hoard from a bunch of other people at the bar. So, how you choose to use that, you're more than welcome to go do what you will. But now, it's been a couple of hours. It's starting to get late. People seem to be milling about and
Time to go
slowly
night-night.
leaving.
You want to go
It's-
night-night? I'll make you go
the
night-night.
end of the celebration. You're all starting to feel quite tired. Arendelle, of course, tells you you're more than welcome to stay the night. The same rooms you had before are definitely open to you. Bailey comes up to the group and says, "I wanted to thank you for helping me with the owlbear in the woods. I wanted each of you to know," and she pulls out 6 badges, in a sense. They look like little wooden and brass badges, and she starts handing them to each of you. She goes, "I want you all to know that you are welcome members in the Hunters Guild. If you're ever in a town and there's a Hunters Guild there, you're more than welcome to stay. Lodgings will be free. Any wares they sell, you'll get for a discount. Too bad you already paid for that map, boy.
Oh no!
Got
one
it.
gold.
I was going to. I tried rolling to see if she'd recognize you, and then she was just going to toss it to you for free. But she did not. So
Yeah, that's what. Dude, it's
But
fucking gold. I don't give a shit.
But she goes, feel free to come by and talk with us at any point in time. I'll be sure to send word ahead. They will all know that you are welcome. Just present these badges, let them know who you are, mention my name, and they will easily let you stay. Alright.
Her name's Ailey, right?
Bailey.
Bailey. Ailey is your yeah.
Yeah. And
Bailey.
she waves to you all and heads on out with her group of friends. Liamin is snoring at the bar. He seems to be rather comfy. After he had come to, he, of course, continued to drink and make merry and eventually just passed out of his own volition. And the mayor has left. Essentially, it's, at this point, a couple of people you don't really know, the barmaids, and Arendelle. So what do you all want to do? You want to rest up for the night?
I put moss on Liam in and then I go upstairs and fall asleep.
So you're heading upstairs. Anyone else want to do anything before they head to bed?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Go to bed. On to bed.
Yeah.